Good evening and welcome to Corral Memorial Stadium, where it is match day one here in the Champions League group stage as your Jesuit Tigers take on Bloomingdale High School. Good evening for everybody tuning in tonight on the YouTube channel on Jesuit Tigers Sports Network. Due to technical issues on Facebook, we are only streaming on YouTube. Apologies for that. So anybody that's tuning in on YouTube, please put out an announcement for all the parents and fans of Jesuit soccer to let them know that it is only on the YouTube page tonight and not on Facebook due to technical issues. So your Jesuit Tigers are 1-0 on the season after defeating Lando Lakes 2-0 this past Friday, and they're going to look to continue the momentum here early on in the season. They're going to want to get the Champions League group stages off to a good start here as we are underway here at Corral Memorial Stadium here in the first half of the match day one here in the group stage. Your Jesuit Tigers starting lineup tonight. Gavin Garlick is in goal, as your defensive grouping is Nick Smith, Caden Plummer, Evan Yockey, and Brady Nessler. Your midfield is Nico Kubas, Keegan Clamp, and Alejandro Vargas. And your attacking forwards are Dutch Ivoroni, Keegan Clamp, and Patrick Wiley. Early opportunity here for Jesuit. Bloomingdale clears. Here's Keegan Clamp now. To Nessler. Nessler looked like he may have been fouled there, but it's going to end up being a Bloomingdale throw-in. Once again, thank you for everybody tuning in tonight here at Corral Memorial Stadium, as Jesuit is 1-0 to start the season, 2-0 victory over Lando Lakes High School. Be another throw-in here for Bloomingdale. It's Bloomingdale now trying to get an opportunity here. It's going to be cleared out there by Brady Nessler. It's good to see Caden Plummer, the senior, back in the defense after injury last season. He was out for quite some time. It's nice to see him back. Throw in for Bloomingdale now. Gavin Garlick's going to call for it there and collect it for Jesuit. It's been a rainy afternoon here at Jesuit, so conditions, even with the turf field, may play a factor here for the Tigers. Cleared out there by Smith. Patrick Wiley trying to get an opportunity here. Cleared out there by Bloomingdale goalkeeper. And here's Dutch Ivoroni now. Trying to find Dante Searles there. Alejandro Vargas still with an opportunity to keep it in bounds. He will. He's going to cross it across here to Patrick Wiley. It's going to go wide. It's the first opportunity for the Tigers tonight. So once again, a goal kick here for Bloomingdale. The stream is only on Jesuit Tigers Sports Network, the YouTube channel tonight, due to technical issues on Facebook. It's going to be a foul there against Jesuit, and it'll be a free kick here for Bloomingdale. Bloomingdale's lineup starts with Zane Heideck, followed by Trevor Quinn, Adler Stone, Hayden Laufenberg, Matthew Grizio. It's a free kick here for Bloomingdale. Cleared out there by Clamp. Ivoroni trying to keep possession for the Tigers now. Bloomingdale wins it back. Right now, both teams just trying to find sense of possession here between both teams. Here's Ivoroni. Ivoroni finding Patrick Wiley. Patrick Wiley trying to keep it in bounds here. It's cleared out there by Bloomingdale. It'll be a Jesuit throw-in on the far side. Just about 5 minutes played here in this first half. Once again, Jesuit winning their first game of the season, 2-0 against Land O'Lakes High School. But they're back home tonight, and they will have a good stretch of home games. So they'll look to get a positive start off to the season. Bloomingdale trying to get a counterattack opportunity. Unable to. Here's Dante Searles now. It's played back to Caden Plummer, trying to find Clamp. Back out wide to Ivoroni. Ivoroni now cutting back in. And now switch of the field to Dante Searles. Dante Searles called off sides there by the assistant referee. Continuing the starting lineup there for the Bloomingdale Bulls. Giovanni Morales, Jojo Davila Richardson. So that's cleared out by Nessler. And Jason Nip to close that out for the Bloomingdale Bulls starting lineup. Once again, both teams really just trying to find some consistency right now. Connecting passes, but unable to at the moment. As now here's Patrick Wiley trying to get a counterattack opportunity. Handled well there by Bloomingdale. Here's Alejandro Vargas now. Looks like that was a potential foul there. Referee agrees, so it'll be a free kick opportunity here for the Tigers. Jesuit last season was so strong on the set piece opportunities, especially with corners taken by Searles and Ivoroni. Over the ball right now, looks like Keegan Clamp and Ivoroni. Maybe Nico Kubas as well. So it looks like Ivoroni will be the one taking the shot here. Just sailing over the bar was Keegan Clamp next to Ivoroni. So it'll be a goal kick for the Bulls. Opening 10 minutes of this first half, not much action between both teams at the moment. As both teams really just trying to find some possession and consistency here. As Caden Plummer able to win that back, clearing it up field, trying to find Patrick Wiley. A poor touch there by Bloomingdale. Patrick Wiley has an opportunity here, driving. Trying to cut it back there for Dante Searles, but wins the corner. As Ivoroni will take it. As the rain is starting to come down here, hard to see as we have the camera in the press box tonight. We didn't want to risk any mechanical issues with the camera, but the rain is coming down now pretty heavy. As here's Ivoroni trying to find Caden Plummer on that back post. It's kept in here by Clamp, and it'll be a throw-in for Jesuit. As right now, it looks like Jesuit's starting to settle in a little bit more into this game versus Bloomingdale. But once again, this rain is going to play a factor. While it is a turf field, regardless the amount of rain that Jesuit's gotten here this afternoon, it's been extensive, especially with how little amount of rain we've gotten here in the Tampa Bay area these last few months. So it will be interesting to see how much the rain becomes a factor here tonight. But both teams will look to get match day 1 off to the right step here in group stage play. As here's Ivoroni now. Be a Bloomingdale throw. Be another Bloomingdale throw here. For new viewers on the Jesuit Tiger Sports Network, players to watch out for if you're a Bloomingdale fan tuning in here tonight: Dante Searles, Dutch Ivoroni, Patrick Wiley. Such a deep attacking trio from last season, all returning. Dante Searles, a senior. Meanwhile, Patrick Wiley and Dutch Ivoroni, both juniors. Bulls just trying to find really any opportunity over the top. But Jesuit has always been a stout defense, especially regarding last season. Typically will play a high press defensively. But if the Bulls want to get an opportunity, it's set pieces like this that can give them the best chance to get a goal. As it'll be another throw in here for the Bulls. So another deep throw in here for Bloomingdale. Trying to find an opportunity cleared out by Jesuit. And turnover there by Kubas. But one back there by Clamp. Here's Wiley now. Wiley unable to get to that. Looks like the referee blew a whistle there, a foul against Bloomingdale. So it'll be a free kick here for the Tigers. Quickly handled here. And here's Plummer now. Plummer to Nessler. Back to Plummer. Plummer trying to find Kubas there, unable to. Bloomingdale's going to look to execute a good counterattack opportunity here, just unable to. And once again, this rain's going to play a factor in terms of how these passes are being delivered. Jesuit doing a good job here keeping their shape defensively. It's going to lead here to a turnover. Here's Ivoroni now. Ivoroni to Wiley. Trying to find Ivoroni good. Just unable to. It looks like the Tigers are just missing that final third pass to get an opportunity on net here. They had the one just a few minutes ago from Wiley that went wide. As a hard challenge there against Kubas. Referee still letting them play. I will say that looked like contact to the head. Hopefully he's going to stop time here. He is. Hopefully Nico's all right there. That was definitely a physical challenge there from Bloomingdale. So once again, thanks for everybody tuning in to the Jesuit Tiger Sports Network for the first match day of Champions League group stage play here. So Jesuit Tigers take on Bloomingdale Bulls. This game will not be on Facebook as there's technical issues, so apologies about that, but we are on YouTube. As we have a stoppage of play right now due to a potential head injury to Nico Kubas. But he got medical attention, and he looks like he will be continuing on here. As here's Bloomingdale now, trying to get a counterattack opportunity. So about 15 minutes played here in this first half. The rain has been coming down. Camera is inside the press box. We didn't want to risk any mechanical issues for this live stream, but the rain is certainly going to be playing a factor here tonight, and it already has in this opening 15 minutes of play. So it's cleared out by Vargas. End up being a Bloomingdale throw in here. Jesuit Tigers 1-0 on the season after defeating Lando Lakes 2-0 on Friday. Looking to continue the positive start here to the season. But Bloomingdale 1-0 as well. It's an opportunity for Searles, cleared out by Bloomingdale. Alejandro Vargas now to Nessler. Nessler trying to find Wiley there, unable to, but recollected there by Clamp. Here's Bloomingdale now. So that's collected by Evan Yaki. Yaki trying to find Ivoroni there, unable to, but it looks like Wiley was close there to get an opportunity. Here are the Bulls now. Crossing it to that far post there, trying to get a connection there, but once again, this rain's going to play a factor in terms of the pace on passes, especially on a wet turf field. Plenty of rain here in the Tampa area this afternoon. A lot more rain than we've gotten these past few months, really, here in the Tampa Bay area. So the rain playing a factor here early for both teams, trying to maintain possession. And so we have a stoppage of play here. It looks like somebody received a red card there from head referee. Not sure if it was the Bloomingdale head coach. Gotta pan the camera here. It's tough to say at the moment, but referee looks like it was the head coach for Bloomingdale that received that red card. Something must have been said. Referee didn't appreciate it, and it was an immediate red. The fact that it wasn't a second yellow should really be telling in terms of what may have been said to the head referee there. Head coach is still on the track, so we're not going to get back underway here until head coach, I believe, leaves. A wild turn of events here, as once again it was hard to see from here what had occurred, but obviously there must have been a conversation in which head coach received an immediate red from the center referee. But no longer a delay here. Center referee says let's get back underway here in the first half. 0-0 between your Tigers and Bloomingdale Bulls. So no Bloomingdale player received a red card. So it's still 11v11 on the field, but the head coach receiving the red card from the head referee. Here's Yaki now. Clamp under some real pressure there, able to maintain it and get a Jesuit throw-in. Yaki with throw-in, trying to find Ivoroni. Ivoroni with a good turn. Physical challenge there from Bloomingdale, but it's cleared out, and it will be a Jesuit throw-in. So no 0-0, really only one opportunity so far between both teams. A Patrick Wiley shot that went just wide right of the net. But other than that, both teams have been unable to find that key pass in the final third. Here's Nestler now. Nestler finds Searles, and it'll be another Jesuit throw-in. Nestler trying to find Ivoroni there, but it'll end up being a Bloomingdale throw. Immediate turnover there from Bloomingdale. Is Clamp able to find Searles? Searles just trying to find that outlet pass. Unable to, but he wins a throw-in. Leaves it for Nestler. Here's Wiley now, crossing it in for Ivoroni. Ivoroni just unable to collect that final pass there. As it'll be another throw-in here for Jesuit. That's really been the story here of this first half, is just that final pass in the final third. Jesuit has just been unable to find it thus far, as that goes wide for Clamp. It'll be a goal kick for Bloomingdale. Approaching the halfway mark here of the first half. No shots on target for either team thus far. So here's an opportunity potentially for Patrick Wiley. He has the pace, but collected there by Bloomingdale's goalkeeper, Zane Heidick. Handled there by Yaki. Now here's Vargas. Vargas was trying to find Wiley there, unable to. Cleared out by Plummer. Here's Wiley now. Out wide to Searles. As the rain continues to come down here, just it's challenging for both teams in order to find that first touch. Once again, the amount of rain that's been going on here all afternoon with a wet turf field, that ball's going to be extremely slick as we are having the first half water break here. So the biggest action in this first half was the Bloomingdale head coach receiving a red card. As once again, it must have been just an exchange of words. A straight red. Typically, you would see, a yellow card just as a warning, but a straight red from the head referee. So the assistant coach for Bloomingdale will be coaching the rest of this game, as that is Aaron Quinn. But from a Jesuit perspective, defensively, their shape has been exceptional as they continue to press high up the field defensively. But offensively right now, just staggering to find that key pass either to Wiley, Searles, or Ivoroni. Bloomingdale doing a good job thus far in making sure to not allow Jesuit to be comfortable in the offensive final third. It'll be a throw-in here for Jesuit. It looks like Vargas is going to leave this for Yaki. As we are back underway here for the final 20 minutes of this first half, 0-0 between your Jesuit Tigers and the Bloomingdale Bulls. Yaki was looking for Ivoroni there. It'll be a Bulls throw in here. So that was cleared out by Smith. So now here's Ivoroni. Bloomingdale back in possession. As a foul called there. Foul was committed by Nico Kubas. In this first half, the battle of the midfield has been crucial for both teams. And it feels like it's how it's going to be the remainder of the game here. Who wins in the midfield? With Jesuit having Alejandro Vargas, Keegan Clamp, and Nico Kubas. It's crossed in here for Bloomingdale. Bouncing around in the box, but collected there by Gavin Garlick. Here's Smith now. Trying to find Yaki there, just unable to, as it's quick throw in here from Bloomingdale. Really wasted opportunity there. Possession given away carelessly. It'll once again be a Jesuit throw in. As Patrick Wiley is coming off here. See who the sub is. Tough to see from there, but it looks like Yaki is moving up to the left wing position as Dutch Ivoroni is now the right wing. And so here's Ivoroni now. Keep you updated on which sub came on there for Patrick Wiley. It's Garlic trying to find Nestler there, just unable to. So here's Bloomingdale now. Deep throwing into the box there. Could be cleared out there by Clamp, trying to find Ivoroni, just unable to. Cleared up by Plummer. So here's Yaki. Yaki now to Searles. Good move there by Searles. Back to Yaki. Crossing it in, and that was really great opportunity there Dutch Ivoroni just unable to connect there. So it looks like Nick Navaskews came in for Patrick Wiley, so he is now playing left back for the Tigers. Taken there by Nessler. Here's Plummer now. Plummer finding Smith. Smith now to Navaskew. Looks like a potential foul maybe. So Bloomingdale trying to play quick. Once again giving the ball away rather quickly. Both teams just struggling right now to find some stable periods here in the first half of possession. So here's Nessler now. To Plummer. Plummer to Smith. Plummer looked like he was trying to find Vargas there, just unable to, but Nessler's going to take this throw in for the Tigers now. Here's Kubas. Kubas to Smith now. Back to Kubas. Here's Searles. Searles trying to find that outlet pass for the Tigers. Finds Ivoroni. Ivoroni just getting a late cross in there. And Bloomingdale fortunate to clear it out there. As here's Nessler. Nessler to Kubas. Kubas to Smith. Smith finding Yaki. Here's Vargas. Yaki trying to cross it in there, trying to find, I believe, Ivoroni, who's at the top of the box. Bloomingdale now trying to get a counterattack opportunity. Midfield opening up for them, but handled there. It's a really good play there until Bloomingdale was able to really protect and shield the ball, earn a key foul there against the Tigers. So still 0-0 here. No shots on target for either team. Really only a couple opportunities for the Tigers here in this first half. As a couple subs are getting ready now for the Tigers. Bloomingdale trying to get their first opportunity of the evening here. It will be their first corner of the evening. So an opportunity here in the last 10 minutes or so of the first half for the Bulls. So I'll let you know who's coming on here for the Tigers here shortly. But for right now, it's a corner for Bloomingdale. Their first of the evening, 0-0 between the Tigers and the Bulls. Cross in, trying to find somebody at the top of the box. Unable to, and now here's a counterattack opportunity for the Tigers. Yaki trying to keep it in. Handled well there by Bloomingdale. Be a Bulls throw. Once again, another quick turnover there by Bloomingdale. A good read there by Nessler. Nessler trying to find Ivoroni. And it'll be a Jesuit throw in here. Now here come the two subs for the Tigers. Looks like Nico Kubas and Alejandro Vargas both going off for the Tigers. As it'll be Michael Jackalow coming on. I'll let you know who the other player is here shortly. Looks like tough to say at the moment. Looks like Keegan Clamp came back on here. I'm sorry, Luch DeGenova coming on. The dual sport athlete for the Tigers. Just got done wrapping up the golf season. So here's Caden Plummer now. Here's Nessler. So once again, the battle of the midfield, really the key component here in this first half between both teams. The Tigers can find a way to start connecting some passes in that midfield. The goal will come. So here's Ivoroni now. Ivoroni. Getting double teamed off the ball there as Bloomingdale now trying to work it out their defensive third. Jesuit able to win it back there, but Dante Searle's just unable to find that final touch. Regardless, it'll be a Jesuit throw in here. So we approach 5 minutes left here in the first half. Still 0-0. Very few opportunities between both teams in this first half of match day 1 of the Champions League group stage. So once again, thanks for everybody tuning in to the Jesuit Tigers Sports Network on the YouTube channel. Only streaming on YouTube due to technical difficulties on the Facebook page. As Jesuit once again applying that high press defensively. And they've done well in this first half. They've kept their shape and really haven't allowed Bloomingdale to work out of their own defensive third. But it's just finding those midfield passes in order to get into the final third for Jesuit is where the Tigers are struggling currently. But defensively, they haven't given up much. They have not allowed a shot on goal yet for the Bulls. So this will just be a throw-in for Bloomingdale. Deep throw in here for Bloomingdale, just unable to get the header on target there. It'll be a goal kick for Gavin Garlick and the Tigers. Be interesting to see how much injury time we get here in the first half due to Bloomingdale receiving red card. The head coach as Alejandro Vargas is coming on. Looks like he came on for Evan Yaki. And then Ivoroni coming off and Patrick Wiley coming back on. So here's Caden Plummer now. Plummer trying to find Searles there, kept alive by Nestler. Here's Vargas now. Be a Jesuit throw-in. So now here's Keegan Clamp. Nestler. Finding Vargas. Alejandro Vargas. Finding Clamp. Clamp back to Vargas. Be a Jesuit throw in here in the corner. Actually be ruled a corner here for the Tigers. This will be their second one tonight. As Keegan Clamp will be taking it. So we have Nick Smith, Caden Plummer, Dante Searles, Patrick Wiley, and others inside the box. Crossed in, bouncing around. It's a good save there from Zane Heidick. Handled once again by Jesuit. Bloomingdale just really struggling to keep possession. But they got it back here. It was a foul against Jesuit. Cross into the box. Trying to settle it, unable to. It's cleared out. And it'll be a Jesuit throw-in. Here's Jackalow now. Bloomingdale trying to find an outlet pass. Handled well there by Keegan Clamp. That will be a foul against Jesuit there. So Bloomingdale looking to get an opportunity here on frame. Have yet to do so in this first half. As shot pinballed around, and it's going to end up being a corner. The second one for the Bulls tonight. Those are the kind of shots you got to be wary of if you are the Tigers. So many bodies in front of Garlic there. It's hard to say there's going to be any kind of deflection. Ends up being a corner here for Bloomingdale. Everybody inside the box here for the Tigers besides Dante Searles. Bloomingdale doing well to limit a counterattack opportunity there from the Tigers. Here's Clamp now. Clamp trying to find Searles. Cleared out by Heidick. It's cleared up there by Bloomingdale. But once again, with these clearances, they've got to find those key passes in order to keep possession, but as of right now, unable to do so. As here's Searles now. Searles. Vargas to Wiley. Wiley just wide of the post, but my goodness, that was By far the closest opportunity for the Tigers here in this first half. As we approach what could be the final seconds here of the first half, it's tough to say due to a red card from the head coach of Bloomingdale. Referee takes a look at his watch. And that'll do it in the first half here. Patrick Wiley with an opportunity just a few moments ago. But other than that, the opportunities have been rare amongst both teams here in match day 1 of the Champions Group Stage. Your Jesuit Tigers are tied with Bloomingdale 0-0 at the half. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will break down the first half in terms of how Jesuit's playing, what they need to look out for in the second half against Bloomingdale, and how they'll be able to get that first goal here on match day 1 of the Champions League Group Stage. Jesuit and Bloomingdale tied 0-0. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody, to Corral Memorial Stadium on match day 1 here of the Champions League group stage, as your Jesuit Tigers are tied with Bloomingdale at the half 0-0. Not a lot of opportunities between both teams. Patrick Wiley, the standout player for Jesuit so far from the first half. Had an opportunity right before halftime that went just wide of the post. Big factor in terms of what Jesuit needs to improve in this upcoming second half would have to be final third passes. Everything has looked well for the Tigers defensively. Their shape, the high press that they're executing against Bloomingdale. One of the frustrating things that I'm sure Coach Sims has already told the boys is you have to get better passing here in the final third, as we are underway here for the second half with match day 1 here in the Champions League group stage. It's a quick opportunity here for the Tigers to improve upon exactly what was going wrong in the first half, which was those final third passes to get opportunities on frame. Jesuit has been able to do a good job thus far controlling possession throughout the game. Bloomingdale really just hasn't been able to get something going. They've had a couple flashes in terms of counterattack opportunities, but other than that, in terms of maintaining possession for a lengthy spell, the Bulls have just been unable to do that against this high press from the Tigers. That's a perfect example right there from Brady Nessler. Here's Wiley now. Looks like a foul committed by Bloomingdale against Wiley. It's another set piece opportunity here for the Tigers. One change defensively, Charles Doman is playing in the back here for the Tigers to start this second half. Here's Keegan Clamp on the ball. Set piece potential opportunity here for the Tigers. Crossed in there by Clamp, deflected out by Bloomingdale. Nessler crossing it back in, trying to find Wiley there, just unable to, but it was a great idea. Wasn't that far off. Once again, for any Bloomingdale fans tuning in, biggest thing the Bulls need to improve upon is maintaining possession for a lengthy spell. They have been unable to do that throughout the first half and in the opening minutes here of the second half, as Jesuit does such a good job defensively with the high press and maintaining their shape, not allowing those exit passes for Bloomingdale to find to advance to the final third. Potential opportunity there between Searles and Wiley, but cleared out there by Bloomingdale. Still 0-0 here in the opening minutes of the second half here on match day 1. But Jesuit looking much more lively here in the second half, especially in these opening minutes. You can see there's a sense now of urgency. Get that first goal and get into a rhythm here against Bloomingdale, not allowing Bloomingdale to feel any momentum in this match day 1 of the Champions League group stage. Corner opportunity now for the Tigers. It's going to be taken by Dutch Ivoroni. Crossed in there near post, and it's handled there by Bloomingdale. So once again, that shape defensively, especially in the midfield for the Tigers, has been so stellar. Bloomingdale just unable to find those outlet passes. But a glaring contrast between both teams is the amount of players that get upfield for the Tigers versus Bloomingdale. You can tell that Bloomingdale's not sending a lot of guys forward, and I think it's just to prevent that counterattack opportunity for the Tigers, because when you have players like Dante Searles, Patrick Wiley, Dutch Ivoroni, you can't allow yourself defensively to be exposed and give up those goal-scoring opportunities, because one of those three, if not all three, will perfectly execute and put one in the back of the net. So Bloomingdale just making sure to limit any kind of damage defensively on counterattacks, but it's leaving them extremely vulnerable in their own offensive third, and that's why they really haven't been able to create opportunities in that first half and now following into this second half. This Bloomingdale Bull player is slow to get up at the moment. So that's number 14 for Bloomingdale. That's going to be Brock Warren. That's slow to get up at the moment. Once again, Bloomingdale without their head coach, as he received a red card a little bit before the halfway point of the first half. As he's still slow to get up here. I'm surprised the ref is not having anybody take a look at him there, but we do play on, as here's Plummer now. Plummer trying to get a counterattack opportunity. It's Ivoroni now. Ivoroni now to Searles. Good turn there by Searles. Now trying to switch the field and find Wiley. Wiley able to keep it in bounce now. Here's a great opportunity. Wiley to find that final third pass. Wiley. And cleared out there by Bloomingdale. And once again, he is still down on the ground. I'm really surprised by the referee that he has not stopped play to make sure that this player is okay. The player finally slowly coming off the field. You don't see that often in soccer, as you can clearly tell the player's shaken up. But the referee not stopping play whatsoever. We're continuing on here, as hopefully Warren is all right. So this will be a goal kick now for Bloomingdale. The rain starting back up here. Rain pretty steady. Once again, for anybody that was expecting a stream on Facebook, we do apologize for technical difficulties. We are only streaming on YouTube tonight on the Jesuit Tigers Sports Network. Next game that we live stream, we will make sure that this kind of technical difficulties are, of course, ironed out. So here's Ivoroni now, winning it. Trying to find Searles there. Took an awkward deflection, but it will be a Jesuit throw. Stoneman finds Ivoroni. Once again, Bloomingdale just really trying everything in their power to make sure they don't allow that final key pass in the offensive third for the Tigers. It's cleared up once again, but look at the bodies. Really nobody on Bloomingdale stepping up. Of course, that was cleared out of bounds, but you can just tell that Bloomingdale's making sure that they're almost playing for a point here. A point at Corral Memorial Stadium feels like a win to Bloomingdale, and you can see kind of now the game plan that they're trying to stick with here in the second half. As that ball was cleared upfield, it was a little bit awkward for Jesuit to handle, but handled well there defensively. So here's Wiley now. Taken away by Bloomingdale. Bloomingdale trying to get a counterattack opportunity. Handled well there by Jesuit. Doman finding Ivoroni now. Ivoroni to clamp. Does that look like a foul on Searles? It is. There's been some physical challenges here this evening, but the cards have stayed in the pocket from the referee besides that direct yellow to Bloomingdale's head coach. As Dennis Perello once again sent off in the first half. A Jesuit throw in here for the Tigers. Excuse me, free kick here for the Tigers. Bloomingdale just looking to clear it. Eventually it's going to be he collected and an offsides call. As the rain starts to settle here, Bloomingdale once again even less passes here in the second half than they had in the first. But they're not necessarily playing a low block at the moment. They're not looking to park the bus, but they certainly do look content to get a draw here at Corral Memorial Stadium. As for the Tigers, they continue to press on here. Opportunity now for Ivoroni. Ivoroni trying to get an opportunity there, just unable to. Will be a corner kick, though, for the Tigers. This will be their 6th corner tonight. Only had 2 in the first half. Jesuit trying to keep it in bounds there. Looks like they are able to, but eventually goes out for a goal kick. Bloomingdale playing a 4-3-3, but very deceptive in terms of how their shape is defensively. As, once again, not a low block necessarily, but certainly defensive-minded when it comes to losing possession quickly against the Tigers. Cross there trying to find Ivoroni, just unable to. Be a Bloomingdale throw-in. Stoneman was trying to keep it in there, but just unable to. Be another throw-in here for Bloomingdale. That one's cleared away by Jackalow. So approaching last 25 minutes or so of this game, match day 1 here in the Champions League group stage. Story has been Jesuit pressing hard here in the second half, but Bloomingdale making sure to not cause any critical errors in their own defensive third. So here's Ivoroni now. Ivoroni to Clamp. Clamp's trying to find Nestler. He does. Just a heavy touch there by Nestler, but it's cleared out by Bloomingdale. Bloomingdale very much playing for the fans of the Premier League. Really a mid-table side on the road against one of the big six. Just trying to make sure that there's no costly errors that they can blame themselves for. As here's an opportunity for Ivoroni, and that's a perfect example of the kind of errors, allowing a ball to just bounce around there in their own 18-yard box, are those kind of costly errors that Bloomingdale's going to look to not give up to the Tigers. They've done a good job thus far, but still a lot of game left, and when Bloomingdale's not being able to maintain possession, they're going to do a lot of chasing for this remaining 25 minutes, and that can really run down a team. And Jesuit does that so well in breaking down a team defensively. As here's Clamp. Nestler. Back to Clamp. You can see Ivoroni on the very bottom of the screen here, really hugging that touch line, as Doman's probably going to try to find an Ivoroni run here. This Clamp goes all the way back. Bloomingdale trying to connect some passes here. It's taking some awkward bounces here for Jesuit. And here's a first shot opportunity. Sails well wide. That was the first shot from Bloomingdale this evening. But it was well wide and offside nonetheless. So Jesuit defensively doing a great job keeping their shape, not allowing any kind of counterattack opportunity from Bloomingdale, but they just need to find now that final third pass. Here's Bloomingdale now trying to get one of those counterattack opportunities. He felt he was fouled from behind. Referee says no, we play on. Here's Ivoroni now. Ivoroni trying to find Clamp. Clamp unable to send the pass back to Ivoroni. Here's Searles now. Dante Searles just running out of space there. It's handled well by Bloomingdale. So a couple subs coming on here for Jesuit. Looks like Keegan Clamp will be coming off. Looks like Nico Kubas is back on, along with Alejandro Vargas. Vargas comes on for Wiley. Looked like Ivoroni may have been fouled there. Referee says no. Either way, Jesuit wins back possession. Ivoroni back up and okay. Here's Vargas now. Vargas loses possession, but collected back by DeGenova. So here's Doman now. Ivoroni with a good turn. Looks like that should be a corner. It's going to end up being a goal kick. So another good job defensively from few and rare opportunities between both sides. Bloomingdale has still yet to record a shot on target here in this match. So this will be handled by Garlic. Takes one large bounce, and it's going to fall Ivoroni's way. Can he turn the corner? It's cleared out by Bloomingdale. Ultimately will be, I believe, a corner. So everybody is going into the box here except for Doman and Nessler. Looks like this is going to be targeted maybe the far post, but they may do something at the top of the 18. Goes to the far post, but only Dante Searles making a run on that far post. The way they were initially set up, it seemed like a lot more runs were going to be on that back post. Either way, here Searles now he wins the throw in for the Tigers. So this is actually a set piece. Looks like there was a foul committed there and an opportunity that sails wide of the far post. So this will be the second half water break. 0-0 here between both sides. Jesuit has looked far better here in the second half with more sense of urgency. Try to find that goal versus Bloomingdale now really starting to lean towards that low block, trying to get a crucial point on the road here in match day 1 of the Champions League group stage. It's not easy to get a draw, let alone a win here at Corral Memorial Stadium. Jesuit has been so dominant at home. They're going to look to get that crucial goal here in the final 20 minutes. But as Bloomingdale has showed, it is not easy to get a goal against them. So the Tigers on the field here in the start. Backup play. Doman, Smith, Plummer, and Nessler are your defenders. So we have DeGenova, Jackalow, Searles, Vargas, Kubas, and Ivoroni in the midfield and attack. There will be a corner here for the Tigers. So just under 20 minutes remaining here in the second half. It's a careless turnover there by Bloomingdale once again. Really interesting stat for the second half would be how many successful passes Bloomingdale have connected on here in the second half. It certainly doesn't seem like much. But regardless, it is still 0-0 here. It's a tough challenge there by Bloomingdale. That may certainly be a card. Referee wants him to talk. I certainly think that should be a yellow card, but it's going to be a talking to. It's definitely a reckless challenge. But just a stern talking to from the head referee. So here's DeGenova now. Now to Smith. To Doman. Doman able to find Kubas. Kubas trying to find Ivoroni there, just unable to. It'll be once again a goal kick here for Bloomingdale. Here's Smith now. Smith. Turnover as Bloomingdale trying to get an opportunity here. And a terrific save by Gavin Garlick. So it's going to be a corner here for Bloomingdale. What a terrific save there by Gavin Garlick to keep it 0-0. That was by far the best opportunity between both teams, certainly for Bloomingdale. And if the Bulls would have scored there, they would have certainly gone to a low block. Now crossing to the top of the box, deflected out. It will be another corner. Collected there by Gavin Garlick. As now Jesuit could potentially have counterattack opportunity, but Bloomingdale rushing back, making sure all the numbers get back defensively. Looked like Ivoroni may have been fouled there. Referee says no. It'll be a throw-in for Bloomingdale. So a deep throw-in taken there by Bloomingdale. Jesuit just looking to collect it here. Ivoroni keeping it in play. Bloomingdale wins it back. Bloomingdale coming alive here these last few minutes since the water break. As now here's Vargas. The rain picking back up. It's really been a factor, as that should certainly be a foul. Searles had a tremendous turn. Defender did not expect it and really just laid a shoulder into Searles' chest there, and it will result in a yellow card. As Ivoroni looks like he's dealing with cramps there on the other side as well. Looks like a few subs potentially there for Jesuit. It looks like Evan Yaki is one. It looks like Keegan Clamp another. And then maybe Patrick Wiley. I believe those are the three currently near the touchline. It's going to be Nico Kubas on the free kick here. Once again, everybody up for Jesuit besides Doman and Nessler. Low-driven cross in. And, man, Bloomingdale's going to be taking a sigh of relief there because the amount of Jesuit players that were in the front post there, it really would have only taken sticking a foot out, and that ball could have gone into the back of the net for the Tigers. As we approach the final 10 minutes of this match. Bloomingdale just minutes ago hitting the crossbar, not able to score against Jesuit. That has been the best opportunity between both teams in both halves, but Jesuit is continuing to press on here and try to find that first goal and potentially only goal in this match. Bloomingdale just looking to try to get some kind of counterattack opportunity, but once again, they're not sending players forward. It's really only 3v5, 3v6 each time, so it's not even really resulting in a counterattack opportunity. And you have to give credit to where credit is due, and Jesuit defensively has kept their shape and has done a good job limiting any kind of counterattack opportunities for Bloomingdale. As here's now a set piece opportunity for the Bulls. So Bloomingdale really taking their time here on this set piece opportunity. Rain continuing to come down here at Corral Memorial Stadium. Shot goes wide. So the shot goes wide there for Bloomingdale. Still 0-0 here in the final 10 minutes of the second half. Here's an opportunity now that could have been maybe for Vargas. It's tough to say. They both, the pass was just behind Searles and Vargas there. So here's another crossing opportunity. Trying to find Wiley. Takes an awkward deflection there, and it'll ultimately be a goal kick for Bloomingdale. Potential opportunity here, but a foul on Ivoroni. So it'll be another free kick for Bloomingdale. So now Bloomingdale's starting to get into a rhythm here in their own midfield. Finding maybe a sense of urgency here in the final minutes or so, trying to get their own opportunity. It certainly gave them an energy boost and morale boost after hitting the crossbar just a few minutes ago. Here's Vargas. Vargas to Wiley. It's Patrick Wiley. Patrick Wiley. Oh my goodness, it was a rocket of a shot. And Bloomingdale will be taking a deep sigh of relief. About 20 to 21 yards out, Patrick Wiley just sailing over the bar. Good save overall by Bloomingdale to force a corner, because that was certainly going top shelf for the Tigers. Here's the corner now. Bounces to the far post. Searles will be taking the throw in here. Searles now. Believe it's going to be another Jesuit throw in here. Referee says no. Bloomingdale throw. So here's a deep throw, but another careless giveaway by Bloomingdale. Able to win it back in their own midfield. Now they're trying to create a counter opportunity of their own. And Bloomingdale with another great opportunity there. They really have turned it on here since the water break in terms of trying to find opportunities. As Caden Plummer looks like he will be needing a sub, as he's going to get medical attention here. Looks like a potential cramp. So I believe it's going to be Nick Smith coming on for Caden Plummer. It certainly looks like a cramp for Plummer. So here's the corner now for the Tigers. Cleared out, collected by... Looked like Searles almost collected it there, but it'll be a Bloomingdale throw-in. So a deep throw-in opportunity here for Bloomingdale. Trying to get it inside that 18-yard box. Cleared out ultimately by Clamp. Bloomingdale still feels like they have an opportunity here at hand, as Jesuit just trying to clear it out, trying to get a counterattack opportunity, as now Bloomingdale are the ones maintaining possession. It's the last few minutes here of the second half. Still 0-0 in match day 1 of the Champions League group stage between Bloomingdale and Jesuit here at Corral Memorial Stadium. Deep driven cross that's wide and will be a goal kick. So once again, Jesuit on the ball here. Jesuit just looking to maintain possession once more and try to get their own opportunity. It's Evan Yaki. Evan Yaki trying to find Dante Searles. He finds him. Dante Searles fouled. Once again, Dante Searles has done a phenomenal job this evening in terms of turning on his pivot foot, not allowing the defender to really know which way he's going to turn, whether it's inside or outside. It's created some serious problems defensively with one-on-ones for Bloomingdale, resulting in a lot of free kicks this evening. And now here's an opportunity for Jesuit, a set piece that most certainly could go to the far post. 0-0 here with only a few minutes remaining. Can Jesuit find that one goal? Crossed deep into the back post and collected there by Bloomingdale. Bloomingdale's going to try to get a counterattack opportunity of their own here. Jesuit doesn't allow it to bounce. Evan trying to find Dante Searles. Searles once again doing a great job fighting for the ball. Dante Searles going on to the end line there, and it's going to be another corner for Jesuit. Still time for anybody to win this game. This would be the perfect time for Jesuit to bury one here in the back of the net. Deep cross. Punched out there by the goalkeeper. Jesuit crossing at far post. He's unmarked. And my goodness. Tremendous save there by Bloomingdale. And once again, it feels like this game has a goal still left in this match. There's another deep far post cross. Bouncing around quite a bit in that 18-yard box. Cleared out. Jackalow crossing it up. And I believe both were offsides. So Bloomingdale may take their time here. Once again, the Bulls will be more than satisfied getting a point here at Corral Memorial Stadium. It's so difficult to do so against the Tigers. The rain continues to fall here at Corral Memorial Stadium. Because what could have been for the Tigers there, an opportunity sitting right in front of the goal line, but ultimately cleared out. As Bloomingdale earns a free kick, and at this point we are now in injury time. Referee has not stopped to look at his watch yet, so I feel like there are still some moments available here in this match. So once again, the rain is now starting to pick up here. It's been going off in waves. So it'll be a Bloomingdale throw in here. Referee takes a look at his watch. And that's all, folks. 0-0 finish here as match day 1 and Champions League group stage has wrapped up. Great opportunity for Bloomingdale after the water break. Phenomenal opportunity for the Tigers right before the end of this match. But it ends 0-0 here. Thank you all for tuning in to the Jesuit Tigers Sports Network on the YouTube channel. As the Tigers Draw with the Bloomingdale Bulls. Both get a point here in the Champions League group stage, as they will look to continue the group stage matches next week, next Tuesday. I'm Colin Rivera. Thanks for once again tuning into the Jesuit Tigers Sports Network. Jesuit Tigers 0, Bloomingdale 0. Have a good night, everybody.